What's up, guys? It's a Ranger Gamer 06, and I just got back maybe 30 minutes ago, or maybe an hour. I just got back from the theater. I just watched the movie Mortal Kombat. Came out there just yesterday. And I finally saw it today, and boy, let me tell you, this is a good movie. If you're, I mean, I know it's easy to say this, but if you're a huge Mortal Kombat fan, you're gonna love this movie. And yes, it's gory. It's got fatalities in it, and uh, wow, I'm just blown away. Now before I get like the good thing about it, I want to kind of get the bad things out of the way first. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good movie, but you know, great characters, great cast, but I feel like they just threw characters in there here and there, and that's what they did big time in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which came out in '97. You know, if you guys seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. It was just random encounters, not necessarily random encounter in this movie. Like at least, at least in this movie, they were actually talking and interacting with the other characters. You know, like and the way they look is awesome. And one of the good examples would be now he was in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler unless you haven't seen the trailer. But Cabal, yes, Cabal is in this movie, but we didn't know. There's no, I mean, there's no story. He has no background. He's just there. Although, and this may be kind of a spoiler, a little bit, uh, but he does mention that it was Kano's fault that I'm in this, the iron lung get up, that and the mask on. So we know that Kano did it to him, but that's about it. Uh, don't get me wrong, Cabal was awesome. He looked and acts just like the character in the game. He teleports, he's got the weapon, the hooks. Really well done. I just wish they would have gave him more of a backstory. And the only one that really had a backstory really was Scorpion. Like he had a really good story. Of course, a lot similar to the games or the cartoon movies. Uh, and as for antagonist, you know, Shang Tsung, not surprising, is the antagonist. But I feel like, as far as antagonists go, I feel like the spotlight was on Sub Zero. Uh, you know, again, he's such awesome, by the way. Sub Zero was a really awesome character. I mean, it was kind of frightening, but in a good way. And of course, Bihan, that's the original Sub Zero. That's the one that we're seeing in this film. Uh, you know, uh, but just like, Cabal and the other characters, like, uh, he didn't really have a background story. I mean, we know a lot of us more Kombat fans, we know the Lin Kuei and the Shirari Ryu, Scorpion's clan. They've been like, I guess, at war, sort of. Uh, well, in the games, spoiler alert for the games, Quan Chi, disguised as Sub Zero and killed Scorpion's family. So, really, I think in the game, the clans got along until that happened. But in the movie, it looked like they were at war for a long time. And the way the movie starts out, it's actually like in the 1700s. So, like, we're back. You know, uh, we all know how Hanzo becomes Scorpion. Okay, we see it in the movie. In this movie, it in a way shows it's really cool. But what kind of another that kind of bothered me was, after the intro, it's now present time, and all of a sudden, Bihan is already Sub Zero. He's in Outworld. Talking to Shang Tsung. He's already wearing a mask. And I'm thinking, when did this happen? Like, when did he become Sub-Zero? How is he still alive? Because he didn't get killed in the intro. So how is he still alive after all these years? You know, so I feel like the movie was kind of rushed a little bit, you know, but again, it's a great movie. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you got to see this movie. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I just wish they had they added more background, bio for the characters, you know. Uh, and of course, we got the main new character, Cole Young. That was his name, and I can understand why they well, the new character. Usually Luke Cage would be the main character, uh, but I think the reason they got the new guy in was because they introduced to the new audience, and that's actually a good idea because that way these new people will start liking more combat. Kind of expand the audience. So I can understand that. Lewis Tan is his name. You know, Hiroyuki Sanada, Scorpion, Joe Taslim with Sub Zero. Um, Trying to think the other people in there. Kano. Okay, so Kano. Let me. There's a reason why John. We all know Johnny Cage is like the funny guy. He's like the comedy. The funny character. Kano was a funny character in this movie, so therefore Johnny Cage was in it. So it wouldn't make sense to have two funny characters. So that's why we didn't see Johnny Cage. Uh, and Kano was a really good character, played by. Let me bring it up. Josh Lawson. So yeah, um, you got I can't pronounce his name. Mekhi Brooks as Jax, another good character. Again, thrown in. Raiden. I think what it was, people who made this movie, they I know more come for a very long time, but still, I would have liked to see it, in the movie, even though I know their origins. Uh, but anyway, that's my con right there. And Goro did have a whole lot of screen time. Yeah, we probably always seen him maybe twice. The first time you kind of see him a little bit, and the second time it's the fight. That's when you really see him, and then that's it. So I was kind of a little disappointed. I was hoping to see more of Goro. But anyway, that's cons aside. The pros, excellent film. Fatalities, yes, they are in the movie. Gory, so it's not for kids. Um, my favorite fatality would have to be Kung Lao. Loved it, loved it. It was really good. I don't want to say much. You gotta see the movie to see it for yourself. Uh, but overall, it was a great movie. It really was. A lot of good kinds of characters. What surprised me was Natara. For those who don't know who that is, she first appeared in one of the 3D Mortal Kombat games for the PS2, Deception. I don't know her first appearance, but she's the woman with the demon wings. And I was very surprised to see her in the movie. And Rico, another surprising character. If I'm not mistaken, he first appeared in Mortal Kombat 4. Nothing like the game uh, in the movie. Cool character. You got a sledgehammer like Shao Kahn. But that threw me off. Like, Rico? Okay. But yeah, Rico and Natara were surprising characters. Uh, great. The fighting scenes were great. Hands down, great fighting scenes, great story. Uh, Again, like I said, I felt like it was a little rushed, but and there's maybe a tad spoiler, but I guess it makes sense, and I just want to discuss this. Characters have power like Luke came the fireball and all that. Uh, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of again. I felt this. There's like another reason why I felt the movie was kind of rushed, but like they go to the rated temple. That's where the Earth champions go to train, and apparently when you train, and I could be wrong about this, you gotta find your inner self. You gotta find yourself that makes you angry, I guess you say, and that's when you find your true power. And that's where, again, this is kind of a spoiler here. That's where that's how Kano gets the laser eye. I thought that was weird, but whatever. The new character, Ko Young, it's I guess his powers. But again, it all takes place in the Raiden Temple, so I get that would make sense. But again, I love the movie. Great movie. Uh, Great characters, great story. It's a little rushed, but don't let that get down. I am going. I will definitely buy it. Uh, and to see all the trouble, there is no end credit. Like there's nothing at the end of the credits. So when the movie goes off, that's it. Like there's nothing, it's just credits. So yeah. So I'm just gonna tell that right now, so that way you're not sitting the movies for nothing. So and the way it ends, I won't tell you how it ends, but I think it's setting up for a sequel. Uh, that's very exciting. And I'm kind of looking at right now the future. It says here the film's producer Todd Garner revealed to Collider that there is a possibility of a Johnny Cage centric standalone film. Interesting. Taslim revealed that he is signed on for 4 films of the series if the reboot is a success. Director Summit McQuad did open for returning to direct the sequel and revealed while filming the first one that he banned sequel talks on the set and wanted to focus on making the first one. Co-writer Greg Russell told Collider that he sees the reboot as a trilogy, with the first film as a pre-tournament, the second film with the tournament, and the third film with the post-tournament. So that does happen. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see the sequel. To see how it turns out. Uh, and I'm actually as I'm talking, I'm actually looking at Rico, and he does look the movie. Surprisingly, he did got the hammer too. Okay, so yeah, the Rico was in it. If I'm not mistaken, he first appeared in Mortal Kombat 4. Uh, there's another character, but I don't think he was in the trailer zone. Uh, how Kano gets the scar. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta watch the movie to see it for yourself. So anyway, guys, that's my review. Uh, like I said, I feel like they threw these characters, it just got thrown in, and I kind of hated that because that's what they did with more Konal Lecture. Although it was better, like I said, there was more interaction, more talking, so it made it better. The characters looked great. Melina looked fantastic. The yellow eye, the teeth, she looked fantastic. I was not disappointed in her. Uh, Go out and watch this movie if you haven't already. If you're a fan of the series, you got to watch it. Don't wait. Watch it. It's worth it. It's worth the money. I think you'll enjoy it. and I know for a fact I am going to buy it when it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray. So that's it for today, guys. This is a Retro Gamer 06. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. And hit that notification button for more videos. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later.